No, I just
You're right.
follow the advice.
Welcome back to my channel. For the first time on my gastronomical episode, this video will span 2 cities as I munch my way through Melbourne and Sydney. So without further ado, let's plonk ourselves in the middle of Melbourne to start this off.
Hello guys and welcome back to Melbourne. And there's a car coming. So we are in Melbourne today because I'm going to eat my way through like I normally do, and not just Melbourne. I'm heading to Sydney tomorrow, so today we'll eat through Melbourne, and then tomorrow we will continue our gastronomical journey in Sydney. So the first stop that we're going to do today is the Killiney Kopitiam, where I have to get my mee bok ta. Come, let's do this.
There are many restaurants in Australia who will yell out how authentic their Singaporean food is. Being a true blue born and bred Singaporean, I normally take that claim with a pinch of MSG. Ever since I found out about Killiney Kopitiam in Melbourne, this is about as good as it gets to get a taste of motherland.
You know, I can't have this in Singapore, so I fly all the way to Melbourne just to have this. We generically call it mee bok ta, but today I decided to do something a bit different. So this is mee kia. Mee kia is, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Mee kia is best described as angel hair pasta, if you are familiar with pasta. So this is something that's quintessentially Singaporean. It's noodles that's tossed in soy, sesame, vinegar, chili, and it's got to be the right balance. Otherwise, the taste will be off. Very good. So the other thing that we ordered is cereal soft shell crab. So it's deep fried battered soft shell crab that's been tossed in, well, normally the ingredients are powdered milk and cereal. And after they deep fry the soft shell crab, so they toss it in this concoction here. Sometimes you have pieces of fried garlic in there as well. You taste the milk powder? Like it?
It's actually nice. You're going to have some though, aren't you?
Of course.
Because I can't eat all of this.
I could eat this all day long.
This bowl of noodles goes by many names: mee bok ta, mee kia, ba chor mee, or for those English speakers on the island, it's a generic fishbowl noodles. It's one of those dishes people in Singapore go to war over. And married couples have gone to court, like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, trying to plead their case to Judge Judy, whose favourite stall is best on the island. If you ever meet a Singaporean and they tell you a mee bok ta stall near their home is the best, just nod and don't argue. It's a fight that will go on forever. After that late lunch, you'd think I'll have a light dinner. Well, think again. We find ourselves here for a set menu dinner. You only decide on the number in your party, and the restaurant does the rest. We started with an antipasto platter of cured meats, olives, chips, breadstick and arancini bowls. This was simply a sensational way to start a meal.
like the ligament nuts. I like those boys. Now what?
You know me. I'm as carnivorous as they come. But here's two of the best tasting vegetarian pizzas I've ever had in my life. I kid you not. It was absolutely mouth-watering in every way. I never knew vegetables could do that to me. This is how it must feel discovering Kama Sutra for the first time. The next course was a beautifully seasoned piece of swordfish and broccolini, perched on a light broth of tangy curry. And finally, roast chicken, which was playing it very safe. Before we knew it, it was time for sweets for my sweets. It came in the form of a lovely tiramisu and a blue cheese panna cotta with figs. Now that's interesting. I'm normally not a fan of blue cheese, so let's dig in.
Which one? This panna cotta is weird.
Welcome to day number 2. There is no better way to start your day than at a hotel breakfast buffet. We stayed at the newly opened Movenpick Hotel, which is very conveniently located across the road from the Southern Cross station. The buffet selection is very extensive, which is a fantastic way to fuel up for the journey ahead. In my case, heading to Sydney on the 11.5-hour XPT train ride. I'll link the video of this experience in the description below.
And through the magic of video editing, I've arrived in Sydney after a 12-hour train journey from Melbourne. So as you can imagine, it was such a long journey. So I just want to look for something to eat because I am absolutely starving. So I have no idea where I am. The hotel directed me here, and all I know is Barangaroo. Yeah, Barangaroo, that's where I am. So this is where we're gonna try and find something to eat. All right, let's go.
I haven't properly visited Sydney in a long time. I always seem to zip through on a status run staying at an airport hotel, so I did not recognize Barangaroo at all. Cockle Bay Wharf, Darling Harbour, this all used to be my hangout when my bum was still perky and I had a head full of hair. Well, enough about that, let's find something to eat.
Alright, so we've settled down in this restaurant called Fish. I think it's called Fish because there's no name on the wall.
Love fish.
Oh, Love Fish. Okay, Love Fish. So I suppose this is what we're gonna have tonight. I'm having a whole rainbow trout, so I'm excited to see how that comes. Husband is having a crumb fish burger. Simple, safe, very safe, because that's what he is, very safe. Yeah, I'm excited to see how the food is presented. Yeah, I forgot to mention that we actually ordered prawn cocktails for starters. So we have 4 very fresh looking prawns. It's got a wedge of lemon in there. The prawns are actually already peeled, so they've left the head and the tail. Let me just twist this off. Did you want to suck on the head? No? Okay.
No.
Nothing like a fresh, succulent prawn cocktail.
How are you going to eat it with a salad?
It's crunchy and so sweet. Well, we we had to move inside because it's starting to drizzle outside. So I mean, oh my word. I got myself a whole trout, and this is how it came. Thank God I didn't order sides. This looks like quite a big fish. So I'm gonna go in for it. Before I try the main event, let's try these garnishes first. Sauteed onions with peas, beans and bacon.
We don't want to see.
They've got juice ears. This is something unexpected because this is a very Chinese, it's a very Asian fungus. Nah, sorry, mushroom. It's a very Asian mushroom. I call it a fungus. It is a fungus. You know, even when I was back in Singapore, when I went to Malaysia, I'm always crazy about ikan bakar. So I guess this is like an ikan bakar, grilled fish. Lots of bones. So you got to be careful. But oh my god, this is so good. This is really good. Before I actually eat the fish, I want to taste it first before I put the lemon on it. But yeah, the lemon would accompany this fish very well. I have officially gone to heaven. This is really very good. You know, trust an Asian to slay an entire fish. So I've removed the bony bits. So I'm left with the bottom half of the fish, right? So this is where all the flavor is because whatever cooking juices that came out of the fish have all gone to the bottom. And now this, the bottom half of the fish, this is where the flavor is. Oh, I'm eating this very slowly because I want to savor every single piece. And this is how you eat a whole fish. Nothing left but bones. I even dug out the cheeks though. Some members of my family, they suck the eyes, but I'm not into the eye. Yeah, so that's it. Nothing left but bones. It was a lot of bones. So I understand why some diners get intimidated by a trout because there's seriously a lot of bones here. So you have to be very careful when you have a trout. Well, that's dinner done and dusted tonight. So we're heading back to the hotel to sleep because it's been a long day for us. 12 hours on the train, and this is dinner. And now my tummy is satisfied. Oh my god, I just realized I've had 2 dinners. Yeah, I actually ate my dinner on the train, but oops, I'm on holiday, so I don't care. Yeah, so we're going back to the hotel to take a nap because it's been a long day. And then I'll see you for my other foodie adventures tomorrow as I continue my visit here in Sydney. Alright, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And a very good morning to day number 2 here in Sydney. I'm actually staying here. I'm staying at this hotel called the Little National. It's a quaint little hotel, very modern in there. It reminds me a lot of the Atura Airport Hotel in Adelaide. Well, anyway, this morning I'm heading off to Western Sydney. I'm heading to Parramatta. I'm catching up with a cousin that I haven't seen for, well, I think for about 30 years. I haven't seen her in about 30 years because, and I didn't realize I actually have family here in Australia. So I'm off to see her today, reconnecting after all that time. Decades of non-communication, and all of a sudden she popped up last month to tell me that, hey, I'm your cousin and I'm here in Australia. So I thought, yeah, it's great to have our family here in this country. So yeah, let's head to Parramatta. Let's go.
The Little National Hotel is very conveniently located above the Wynyard Station. From there, a train takes me to Parramatta to the west of Sydney in little over 30 minutes. Last time I was in Parramatta was in the late 90s. I'm pretty sure much has changed.
Voila! I am here in Parramatta, and this is Parramatta Square. Geez, it's been about 20 years, more than 20 years since I've been to Parramatta, and it certainly did not look like this. I mean, look at this. It has changed a lot. Definitely it has changed a lot. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my cousin to turn up. Wow, Parramatta.
There are yum cha places, and then there are yum cha places with push carts. Wow, this serving method is as old as time, and as far as authenticity goes, this is it. It's stuff my childhood memories are made of.
We're done. We're finishing it with a bit of tofu fa. It's bean curd. Bean curd on its own is tasteless, so we put a bit of ginger syrup into it. And this will sweeten it as a dessert. Nice. So we've ended up in Eat Street in Parramatta. This place is newly opened. This is supposed to be the tram line you see behind me that's going to go through this place, and they just finished construction here not too long ago. So this is Eat Street in Parramatta. It's full of restaurants on both sides. And after Yum Cha, we're going to try and settle down somewhere for coffee.
I still find it hard to believe I actually have family here in Australia. We have vague memories of each other from our younger years, but we both left Singapore fairly early on to work away from motherland. So here we are, making up for lost time over a cuppa in preparation for, you guessed it, dinner. We were driving back into Sydney to meet up with my husband, and dinner tonight was in Chippendale. No, not the male strippers, but a suburb just outside of the Sydney CBD.
So for dinner, we've actually found ourselves in Spice Alley. This is a very nice little street where all the restaurants are in Chippendale. And we are here at Gavroche in Chippendale. So in we go for dinner.
We're dining in a French restaurant tonight. So, sorry if I butchered the name. It's Gavroche. So, je suis vraiment désolé, d'accord? Mon Dieu, je n'ai pas parlé français depuis très longtemps. Donc j'essaierai ce soir, d'accord? Comment ne pas commencer un dîner français avec des escargots? Voilà, c'est très délicieux. Ah oui, absorber les jus avec une baguette est le meilleur. L'escargot a un goût de beurre, d'ail et d'herbe, juste comme de laine. Vous ne pouvez pas vous tromper avec le confit de canard, avec purée de pommes de terre et béarnaise. C'est le paradis. Et enfin, mon Dieu, les derniers plats et la crêpe Suzette. C'est trop bon, non?
Well guys, that was the Gavroche French restaurant here in Chippendale. The dinner was beautiful, everything was on point, so I have no regrets coming here. And if you've watched the video up to this point, thanks for all your support and thanks for following my journey from Melbourne all the way to Sydney, eating through these two places. So I hope I've given you an idea about where to go, where to find what to eat. So I've chucked the details of my Instagram up on your screen right now, so chuck me a follow there so you can follow my travels in real time. And it will also give you an indication of the kind of videos that will be coming up on my channel. Okay, so in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for my next video. See you guys around. Bye!